Listen to your heart. Mirror, mirror, the reflection of the love. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart.
We're going full front today. Hey everybody, what is up and welcome back to my trading journal. For those of you who are seeing my curly hair in its true state, in its true form for the first time, welcome. Here we are. I'm so excited to do this video today because this really is maybe one of my biggest milestones, and it wouldn't feel complete if I didn't share it with you guys on this channel. So this video is talking about how I funded my dance piece with cryptocurrency. And I've always said on this channel that I want to be leading by example and that I would never recommend doing something if I wasn't personally doing myself. And I want to show you guys that as artists, as freelancers, as creatives, it is possible to fund your own dream, to fund your creative projects and get to where you want to be using the cryptocurrency space to help you along the way. We have massive, massive dreams, and sometimes all we need is just that little bit of capital. I want to be that person that shows you that it is doable, it is possible, and we are doing it here in Trade Creatives every single day. So I know you guys see a lot of me on TikTok, on Instagram, here on YouTube, talking about what's going on in the charts, and you don't really get to see the kind of behind the scenes stuff of my life. You don't get to see my training that I do every day for the stunt register. You don't get to see me going to dance classes or hosting my own dance classes, any of those things. But trust me when I say I do not live on the charts. Some people will have you believe that you have to be on the charts all day. I do not do that. I'm on the charts for like 1 hour a day, maybe 2 hours tops if I'm really liking a few setups that I kind of want to micromanage, but that's very rare. Every single day I will do breakfast club with the Trade Creators team. So that's 7 a.m. with a coffee, cute and crusty on the Zoom, as we check out the charts together. We mark up our purple zones, we catch our DeLoreans, we see what's going on in the crypto markets, and we carry on with our creative days. So you might be wondering how I actually funded my dance work with crypto. So let me go into detail. My dance piece was performed up in Leicester last week. I can't believe it was a week ago, crazy. But my piece was commissioned as part of a platform, and with that platform I was able to get a little bit of funding. I got about £1,300, which is absolutely amazing. However, I knew that it wouldn't fund the entirety of the work that I needed, especially if I wanted to have 5 dancers. £1,000 funding I think is enough for 1 dancer, because you have to remember we also have space to pay for, travel, accommodation, those sorts of things. I knew that if I wanted to have 5 people working in my dance company, that I was going to have to self-fund a lot of this stuff. And I also wanted to pay my dancers a solid amount. You know, I knew that I didn't want to ask dancers to work for me for free. So first I had to hire the audition space to actually host an audition. I also had to do paid advertising to let the people know that I was even having an audition. And the paid advertising was actually a really helpful tool because the dancers who actually ended up being a part of the work came via the paid advertising. So paid ads, very, very important, people. I just make sure that I put the paid ads onto my Amex, so then I get rewards anytime I'm doing anything to build my business. Little tip there for you. So we're looking at ads for awareness, also then hiring a space for the audition. I actually brought somebody in to help me on the audition day as well. She was amazing. She took photo and video content for me. It was really lovely to have somebody, another representative in the space with me, whilst I focused on nurturing the dancers that came to the audition. I then also had to buy a treadmill. And I had to buy 2, just in case one failed. And even though I got them off of Gumtree, treadmills still aren't that cheap, you know? Like, if you're looking at buying a new one, you're looking at minimum £600, but off Gumtree I was able to get them for around 150. Times that by 2, you can see how the costs really, really rack up. And then I had to hire rehearsal space for the entire R&D period, which was about 6 weeks. And when you're being charged per hour by the studio, it really does rack up to a lot. So when it comes to creating a dance project, that can become quite costly. And I'm sure many of you other artists on here know the expenses that comes with your own craft and sometimes your own 9 to 5. I don't even have a 9 to 5, I'm completely freelance, and I haven't even had a solid income from stunt work since January. But how have I been able to live? This is why it's so important to get investing as soon as you can, basically. Is this too bright? Oh, I'm just getting a little light coming up from my table. And then I also think when it comes to crypto investing is that a lot of people buy coins and are just holding, and that is amazing because we love hodling, hold on for dear life, right? But you will not catch me selling off my Bitcoin or any of my other crypto in order to fund my projects, because then you're realizing a profit and then you are no longer in the game at the level at which you came in. And in another aspect, what I don't like doing is pulling from my Forex trading accounts. Those really do act as hoarding accounts. I really am continually growing and compounding my Forex trading account, and I don't like pulling from them unless I really, really have to. So you might be thinking, okay, if you didn't pull any of your Bitcoin and you're not pulling from your trading accounts, how on earth did you fund this project with crypto? Well, I say it time and time again, guys. Over on TikTok all the time, I'm talking about smart contracts and protocols within the crypto space. They are absolutely beautiful and they pay out like clockwork. I mean, you have to remember with any form of investing, there is always a level of risk. It would be irresponsible of me to be like, this is verified, it's guaranteed, da 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 da. Like, you're not gonna catch me doing that. Everything has an element of risk. It's risky business. This is investing, this is the crypto space, okay? But what I will say, there are some really fantastic projects that are underway in the crypto space that pay out really nicely. And I'm not saying that to impress you, but I'm saying that to let you know that there are other options. You don't have to be withdrawing all of your crypto investments in order to fund something one time. Be smart about how you do it. Get involved in staking, in minting, in yields. Those sorts of projects will allow you to not only keep your crypto, but also to maximize and leverage them, which means that you can then pay yourself a really decent wage or pull those profits and invest them into other areas. So a lot of the Trade Creators team, you know, not only are we doing our day trading in the Forex markets every single day, we're also buying our cryptos and our altcoins and whatever else via the DCX platform, being told what to buy and when to hold how long for and when to sell. But we are also maximizing the crypto space by using these projects and protocols to leverage our assets and then get further profits from those and reinvest into other areas or put them into physical businesses, which is what my dance company is, Walker Movement Theatre Company. If you haven't seen it or follow me on Instagram already, check it out. So when you're able to get to a level where you can give yourself a decent enough salary, then the world is pretty much your oyster. And I tell you what, it's mostly just been the most liberating experience. I, for the first time, have felt completely free as an artist and a dance maker to be able to create the work that I want to the standard that I want, because I'm not having to tick boxes for a funding body, or I'm not having to limit how much I can do because I've only got a small spending cap. I think we're really seeing in this generation for the first time artists kind of breaking this stereotype of the starving artist that's been around for so long. I think it's so outdated, I think it's so unnecessary, and all it takes a lot of the time is just a little bit of capital to start. And this isn't a big promo of me being like, you should join Trade Creatives and join all the stuff that we do. But it's just to let you know that there are systems out there that can help you to realize your dreams. If you would like to know more, then please, by all means, leave a comment somewhere on Instagram, on TikTok, in the comments here. I will always find it. I'm very active on social media. If you would like to have a conversation with me about any of the opportunities that I'm in, then feel free to book a time slot with me via the Trade Creators website. You can literally book a meeting with me and have a chat with a cup of tea. We have a really good time, and it's always nice to meet you guys. But also what we're really good at in Trade Creators is understanding where you are at financially and creating a plan in order to get your portfolio off the ground. Usually what we do is we set you up with an initial fund, one of the protocols, which helps you to build up your capital if you're coming in really from nothing. And then you can reinvest it into minting, into yields, into staking. And then once you've got a really healthy portfolio and a nice amount of capital to invest with, you can then invest in your education with IM, learn how to trade every single day like I do, and then you can use those profits to compound your account nicely. It may not be the fastest process in the world, but it may be one of the safest. This is the world that's happening now. It's a very creative world, and I'm really excited. And this doesn't just end here. This is being a very short video. I'm speaking my truth, so it is what it is. This is what I love, guys. Nothing is curated here. It's just you and me hanging out. But the story doesn't end here, guys. What I'm gonna do is a few more videos talking about how I actually managed to pull off this project and what the next steps really are, including my NFT for my dance work. I think there are a lot of questions going around right now about how can people actively use NFTs. They're still very much in the money grabbing phase where people are just trying to sell some artwork to try and make a quick flip. I'm seeing NFTs in the dance space being made, but there isn't necessarily a use case that I'm seeing yet. So what I want to do is create my NFTs for my dance piece, Tread. You can check out more about it over on my website. That will actually make you an active shareholder of the work. It's going to be a huge experiment, but you know what I'm like. If I'm going to try something, I will document the process and share it with you. But this is a huge, huge milestone for me, not only as an artist, but in my trading journey. And for anyone who's watching this video who has been here from the beginning with me, then I hope you guys can see and appreciate the amount of work and time that has gotten into being to this level. but also to recognize that it is doable, it is possible, and we can all be doing this too. So if you would like to be kept in the loop with the information in this creative journey, how I use crypto to fund my dance project, and then how I'm going to be using my NFT to continue on the legacy of this dance work, then please make sure you hit that subscribe button somewhere here. Make sure you follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, wherever you hang out, I'm there, and we will make sure that you do not miss a thing. In Trade Creatives, we like to say nothing changes if nothing changes. And if you are an artist who is looking or desperate for something to change, then the answer really, really could be crypto. It's a beautiful space that welcomes anybody and everybody. All you need is just a little bit of capital to start. I'm that person that came in with very much nothing. I came in with £200, that's all I could afford. And being able to grow a community and a portfolio from that small investment in the beginning is not only the best feeling in the world, but just to show that it is possible. I actually have to go because I'm going to a capoeira class today. So I will love you and leave you guys, but I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Listen to your heart, mirror the reflection